Hello, everyone. Today is Friday, June 10th, 2022. Welcome to SSI Quest. Today we start game number 2, 1985's Phantasie. We're going to be playing this one for the Commodore 64. We messed around with the Apple version last night, and it's not the greatest. The Commodore 64 version is much nicer, so we'll be taking a look at that today. We'll be starting up a new party. I found a pristine copy of the game last night and got it all installed. I was having a work conversation, so the beginning of lunch snuck up on me. I'm not quite ready to start, but we're almost there. So let's start up the Commodore 64 emulator. And I built a flip list file for this, so that makes that much easier. All right, it looks like we are almost ready to go. I also have the manual up in another window. At several times I might switch to the manual to show you guys how something works. Also, hidden at the end is a secret. So basically the story of this is that a new adventurer rolls into town and annoys a gnome who is telling him the history of the area and everything. And the gnome finally says, fine, you know what? This wizard Nicodemus is making an army of black soldiers. Maybe you can go mess with them. And the adventurer says, sounds good. Basically, the hook for this one is go adventuring. I would read the story out loud, but it's impossibly long. So, but buried at the end of the instruction book is this. It says, scrolls. A secret society has recorded important events concerning the Isle of Gelnor and its demise. The 20 scrolls have been scattered throughout the land, some hidden, some left in the care of trusted citizens, many of whom, unfortunately, have met with foul play. To the wise and knowledgeable, their contents hold the keys to restoring Gelnor to its former glory. So apparently we're looking for scrolls as well. It is very much an Apple rulebook that has an addendum at the front end to update it for the Commodore 64 version. I'm sure we'll be able to muddle along. I don't know if Smokey is here or not, but I know that yesterday they were very enthusiastic about the idea of some monster party members. I am as well, so we will definitely be doing that. I want at least a monster fighter and a monster thief. And actually, those are the only two classes that monsters can be. So we will do that. I want to make sure that they make sense. But, yeah. Okay. So let me bring up the character creation page in the manual, and we will get the game started. That's right. I had it set so that it would work best in full screen. Start a new game. Insert backup disk. Okay. Press the key to continue. File not found. Okay. So, what is going on here? Phantasie side A. Let's do a hard reset of the emulator. This is more what I expected to see. All right, so we'll pick start in Pelennor. Oh, and it occurs to me that we need some music to go along with this. So, the Dungeon Synth Archives to the rescue. let's go ahead and this is an album from this year from Wraith Knight called Deep in the Dungeons of the Dragon Lord. Let's see what it sounds like. Maybe a little bit dramatic for us, but we'll keep it going. Okay, so if I go into the guild and inspect, we can see that everybody is empty except for the elementals. At least the manual did reveal the secret of the elementals, which is if you're going to use the summon elemental spell, you add one of them to your party. It has to be a full 6-member party, though. So let's go ahead and make a 6-member party. Now, the classes are Fighter, Monk, Priest, Ranger, Thief, and Wizard. So it seemed like we would need one of each. But really, I want 2 fighters, a priest, a ranger, a thief, and a wizard. So first, let's make a dwarf fighter. Okay. So, new dwarf fighter. Strength 17, but intelligence of 3. I think we will try again. Dwarf fighter. 2015, a dexterity of 9. I think we can live with a dexterity of 9. So we'll name this character Brick. That looks good. Attack, parry, swim, listen, spot trap, disarm only 1. He's got a club and is wearing robes and a small shield. So yes, I want another one. So this time, let's take a random monster. We want a thief. This is a gnoll. Or we want a fighter, sorry. A gnoll fighter. Oh, those are some nice stats. 19 constitution. So we will definitely keep this gnoll. And we will name them... A gnoll. I am a gnoll. I am a gnoll. My name is Blythe. Okay. Yes. So, the next character we want is a priest. Priests are fair in combat, but they have many defensive and healing spells. The better priests are human. So, a human... priest. That's an awful low that's an awful low constitution, so let's try again. Human priest. That is a pretty good set of attributes. So we'll keep this character. And our priest, for stream continuity, will be called Mr. Ed. Yes, so now we want a thief. Sorry, we want a ranger. It says humans and dwarves make good rangers. So let's make another human ranger. Yep, those look pretty good. And oh, excuse me, spam risk is calling. Let me cancel that. Because, of course, I was a huge Lord of the Rings geek as a kid, and still a pretty big one. Let's go ahead and name our Ranger Strider. Yes, now we want a thief. Thieves, hobbits, gnomes, and some of the random creatures make excellent thieves. So let's go for a random creature. One that is a good thief. None. Okay, not an ogre. Sprite. Now, what does it say? Sprites are charming, sociable, fairy-like creatures. Because of their great dexterity and lack of strength, they make better thieves than fighters. So a thief. Dexterity 22. Keep this character. Yes. And, let's give it a name that's impossible to say so that we can be confused all the time when we're trying to speak. More, yes. So we want a wizard. I'm pretty sure what it's going to say is elves do the job best. So an elf wizard. Sure, charisma of 9. Let's have a less than averagely charismatic elf. That makes sense to me. And the name of all wizards, Nilrem. Okay, so unless I miss my guess, that's 6 characters. We add, so let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so the number there is not level, but the number of the town that you are in. The save system in this is odd. You go back to a town, and when you continue, it says continue from what town? So we'll add Brick and Blythe, Mr. Ed, Strider, Pixie Tiddlick, and Nilrem. Pixitalick. More? No. Okay. It looks like we are set as far as party members go. All right, so let's do a game save. Just so that we have a save that's right at the beginning of our adventure. Okay, so let's go back to the guild. Because if we inspect a character, we should all be carrying the same stuff, which is a club, some robes, and a small shield. So I have a feeling I'm going to need pen and paper for this. Let me grab a pad of paper. And a nice pen. So, if we look in the documentation at the list of equipment, we'll see exactly what is required to use it. So, for instance, armor. Armor requires a certain amount of strength. Shields require a certain amount of strength. For weapons, you use a formula to see what weapons you can use. Okay, so for each party member, we need to write these values down so that we can go shopping properly. So, strength, that's for shields and armor. And strength times 2 plus dex, that's for weapons. All right. So, Brick has a dexterity of 9 and a strength of 20. So, Brick, 20. And 20 times 2 is 40, so 49 is his value for weapons. Okay. Blythe. Also has a strength of 20, but a dex of 17. So 20 and 57. for Blythe. The downside to having monster characters in your party is apparently they cost more to train. Training in this is not how you level up. You use training to round up the number of experience points you have so that you can train. All right, so Mr. Ed. Has a strength of 11 and a dexterity of 18, so 11. And then 22 plus 18 is 40. Okay. Strider has a strength of 8. Ack. And a dexterity of 15. So 16 plus 15 is 31. Is this enough to let Strider use any kind of ranged weapon? There are no ranged weapons. I don't know. Okay, so this must be before the D&D definition of a ranger as someone who uses a bow and is just literally Strider. Okay. All right. We can work with that. Bixidalic. A strength of 10. And a dexterity of 22, so 42 for a weapon value. Okay. Last but not least, we have Nilrim. A strength of 6. Six times 2 is 12, plus 12 for dexterity, a weapon value of 24. Okay. So everybody starts with a club, robes, and a small shield. So let's check out the armory. Brick will shop. Small shield, clothing, a knife, and a dagger. A mace. Knife, dagger, mace. Magic 1. So for 44, we could teach somebody healing. Okay. Well, anything is better than the small club that we start with. Is it a small club? Exit armory. Back to the guild. No, a regular club at 4. So it's no upgrade. Okay, so none of that stuff is an appropriate upgrade from what we got. We have scroll 8. So this is one of the more confusing parts. So here I'm going to turn on Acrobat for a minute. All right, so this table here is the spell table. They're all arranged by number. Most of them make sense. At the end, we get all these one-offs. The thing that doesn't make sense down here is Ninja 1 is a later number than Ninja 2. Why? I don't know. So, a scroll of 8 would be a scroll of Fire Flash 4. And it costs a little much. So, everyone has 256 coins in the bank. You start with a full bite of money. If we want to stay in an inn along the road, we will need 250. So let's have everybody take out 50. Once you take it out of the bank, it is pooled for party use. So why it's not all pooled for party use from the very beginning, I don't know. Except if you run from an encounter or beg for mercy, you lose some of it. Even then, a full bite wasn't going that far. I see. No, it's not. It's really not. So... good morning, Aaron. It's still morning by a couple of minutes, at least where I am. How are you doing this fine day? It's Friday. It's Friday. I like that it's Friday. We'll switch back to the game. I enjoyed playing Phantasie so much yesterday that we've started a full playthrough. So... really looking forward to this. After 25 minutes, we are done making our party. Again, I'm going to use the game save. Dividing gold and experience points. Is this really what we're going to do, game? Because we saved, all of the gold went back into the bank. Okay. The wise old mystic peers into his crystal ball and speaks, "Your score is 2. You are novice adventurers." Gnolls are playable. Interesting. Yes. We have 2. When you create a character, you can select random creature, and it gives you one of a list of monsters that you can have as players. When we're rolling a fighter, the first usable one that we got was Gnoll, so there you go. And then we have a sprite as a thief. So we'll go ahead and enter the exit, leaving Pelnor. So here we are on the world map. We have inspecting, use potion, health, cast spell, and move. We'll inspect brick. We're already wearing all of our equipment, which is what I was worried about. Oh, that will just tell us all of the health. Okay. So, move. You're on a path. To the east lies a small town that we just came from. To the west is a building called the Red Pony Inn. That's where we can go to spend 250 gold to rest if we don't want to walk to the town. But we don't care about that right now. What we want is to fight some Bantiers. Okay, so... go on and fight. All right, we got one of them. Two of them. 3 of them. All right, monsters killed, 73 experience points. The question is, how many experience points do we need to level up? Let's see. It says in this manual somewhere. I know it does because I saw it. Oh, does it not? It doesn't. Can we tell by inspection? Right. We don't give out experience points until we get back to town. So... no. We just have to wonder. Okay. Let's continue making our way towards the cave. You are near a small door set into the hillside. Blue, hi. Good to see you, Mon. Thank you so much. It's nice to see you. How are you doing today? It's Friday. All right, a dungeon. Enter it. Yes, please. Insert dungeon disc and press a key. So swap the disc and... no, we don't want to take the exit. We will go on. So this was the first image of this game that I could find that had empty dungeon maps and nobody at the guild, which is nice. I could not find an extremely clean copy of Phantasie 2, and I can't find a working copy of Phantasie 3, so we'll cross those bridges when we come to them. All right, so look doesn't reveal anything, so if we say move, then we get the same movement prompts from before. I'm doing pretty good, thanks. Gradually increasing how much I get done in a day, just a bit more a day, and it feels good. That's cool. A passage with torches on the wall. An abandoned guard room. Okay, so doors to the east, west, and south. We'll go east. Pixidalic picks the lock. An encounter with a bunch of orcs. Okay, we'll fight. How are things with you and the family? We're all doing quite well, thank you. Ouch. Mr. Ed has taken 5 damage. So that doesn't really put him in danger just yet. So we'll go ahead and fight again. Two orcs down. Brick, however, is at 1, so... Mr. Ed is our healer. Spell 1 on Brick. And set Brick to parry so that he might not take any damage before he gets healed. All right, still doing pretty well. Switch Brick back to an attack, and Ed as well. And let's have Nilram cast spell 5, I think it was, which is fire. My younger son is moving to a city even further away on Monday. I feel a bit sad, but happy for him. He's very excited. He's starting a new job there, right? That is exciting. Ouch. Our wizard is in trouble. Okay. So, once again, we need Mr. Ed to cast 1. And we'll go on. All right, everybody's in fine fettle, so we'll go back to everybody attacking. Or thrusting, really, because I guess that's all you can do with clubs. More healing, please. Oh no! Okay, I guess we brought Brick back to life with the heal. Even though it's not letting him do anything. All right, let's see. Kind of. He's already been working with this firm, but from home. The move is so that he will be where the company is located and presumably work in the actual office. Monsters run. 126 XP for each survivor. Okay, so I don't want to move anymore. Brick is dead, but he has 2 hit points. All right, let's not quibble. Let's just get out of here. An encounter. I don't wanna flee. Yes, yes. Okay. All right. All right. I see what you're about, game. Let's see. What is it? Alt F12? Switch back to the other disc and reload the game. Fun, fun, fun. Continue save game. Okay. Leaving Pelnor. Let's have some wilderness encounters first. Well, I was hoping I wouldn't be asleep for them. Okay, this doesn't seem like an insurmountable amount of damage we've taken. Fight. And... Continue now as a second monitor. Oh, what a difference it makes. I really do enjoy having two monitors, yes. Okay, Nilra must be almost dead. He is in fact asleep. Okay, so Mr. Ed, let's heal poor Nilram. Everybody else can do what they're doing. What do you think, Dominic? When I first started streaming, it was from a laptop. Everything all squished up. Exactly. Alt-tabbing between things. You can change this back to an attack. All right. Man, Nilram just sleeps through anything, doesn't he? All right. Monsters run. But not all the monsters. Okay. Go on fighting. Nilram awakens in time for everybody to run away. 214 experience points. Well, we're standing right outside of town, so there's no reason not to do this. Everybody can have one share. 213 XP and 0 gold. All right. Training for Brick. You need 356 more experience points. 720 for the Wizard. 150. Okay, so we've got uneven experience things going. Okay. So we'll save the game. And we'll go out and try and earn those experience points. What made it more difficult is that I don't like alt-tabbing, so I have to have it all visible. Wow. Okay. Black Knights. Run, fight, or surrender. There is no way that we can deal with Black Knights right now. Beg mercy. Monsters don't respond. This is fairly hopeless. I get the feeling that I've just boggled your mind. True. Yeah, this is a Dungeon Synth album that I'm playing from a YouTube hit list. Hit list. I see you're off to a good start today, right? Level 1 characters versus Black Knights. I may as well just restart the emulator right now. Hey, Smokey. How are you doing today? Continue our saved game, please, which happens to be in Pelnor, but... YouTube hit list, the music list you really don't want to be on. Exactly. This game only has the chirpy sounds that you've been hearing and not any kind of real soundtrack, so... Alright. Let's see if we can avoid running into any Black Knights. We'll go up into this fort. Okay. A night encounter. Again, against ants. I'm shuffling along. This is a new party? I see a sprite. Yes, I restarted the game entirely. Last night I was playing like a year-old save game from the last time I tried a little bit of Phantasie. So we not only have a sprite as a thief, but we have a null fighter. Since monsters can only be thieves and fighters, I figured that was good. Alright, so we'll fight. Go on fighting. Alright, Blythe awakens, that's nice. Pixidalic. We had better heal Strider. So, spell number 1, Strider. Pixidalic can now attack. And so can Blythe. Go on fighting. Alright, next turn we need to heal Brick. I need to remember to heal Brick. I really need to remember to heal Brick. Okay. So Brick, go ahead and parry. Alright. Ah, Nilrem always the last to wake. So we still need cast 1 on Nilrem. Nilrem can keep parrying. They're not very effective at it. Good thing that heal went off. We're gonna run out of MP. All right, let's thin out these ants some, huh? Some monsters run. Okay. 178 XP and 0 GP. Back to town with us. Give everybody a share. Okay, we have at least one level up available to us. I know that the thief was. Now let's go see how bad. 24 GP. Okay. Yep. You can't afford it. So exit. Go to the bank. Okay. Exit and guild. Okay. Can the ranger? No. Priest? No. And the fighters need 1 or 2 more fights. All right. I think we could probably use a rest. So we'll go to the inn. The manual says each rest at the inn takes 2 weeks. We don't have anything to distribute. Okay. I forgot the most important thing. Save the game. Save it. Save it now. Game save. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what happens this time. An encounter. Oh, 3 of those things. Oh, 3 drip slimes. We haven't fought drip slimes before. All right. And everybody is awake, which is nice. Oh, okay. That's why they're drips. I see. Here's the much more familiar ants. However, everybody's awake. All right. Still doing pretty well. We'll go for another round. And I can't help it. I still just really enjoy this kind of stand in ranks and fight combat system. These sprites have a lot of character. It's pretty cool. Brick's dead. All right. Well, that was sudden. Thankfully, this game doesn't have any kind of auto-saving like a meaner wizardry game. So we can see what happens when we take a dead character back to town. Okay, I probably didn't need to do that. But I enjoy this combat system. Good guy dies. Exactly. All right, so if we say health, I love that dead people can have all of their hit points. Down, enter, yes. Welcome to Pelnor. He's just dead. There's nothing we can do about it. Game is definitely trolling me. Definitely. Okay. Continue our save game. Okay, we are all out of music, so let's listen to The Sleeping Wizard by Umbria. Maybe that will be a little more relaxing. A night encounter with naturally ants. Okay. So we have 2 more characters that are awake. Go on fighting. Going to get a bit more stuff done. Yep. Oh, this is nice. It is nice so far. All right. I think we're going to have to heal Nilrem, who is not awake but is still taking the brunt of the damage. Actually, we could probably get away with not doing it. All right, you had better heal Brick. And then we better do it again. Would you be able to share this and the previous music in my music channel, Dominic? Yep, I sure will. Okay. So, health. 7 out of 8, 5 out of 14. Alright, so cast spell. Add 1. Blythe is healed. For 1 hit point of damage? Or 2? Okay. Alright, 13 out of 14 is better. Alright, so... we need 1 for Strider. And 1 for Nilram. And then let's see if we can't get 1 more encounter. A night encounter, Strider's on watch. Skeletons. Okay, good. Mr. Ed awakens so he can turn some. At least, I think he can. Hold on. Dispel Undead is spell 49. When does the priest get 49? $49 is not listed in the table. We'll try it. We'll try it. Mr. Ed, spell 49. Spell not known. Okay. Then just thrust. Thankfully, skeletons don't seem to have that many hit points. Okay. Ed, let's have you heal. Brick. I was a little confused because it had him highlighted. I thought he was dead for a minute, but no, only asleep. Okay. MP0. Okay, so you get to parry for the rest of time. A good Brick woke up. Okay. Back to town we go. Town, enter? Yes. So we'll give out shares. Stay at the inn because we're all out of magic. And then we'll go to the guild and see who can level up. You can't afford it. Okay. So at the bank, we'll withdraw all of Brick's money. And then we'll go training. Need 690 experience points. Okay. So we'll train up Blythe. Wow. Wow, that's a lot more than Brick. Okay. You can't afford it. So the bank withdraw all of Blythe's. Because we'll divide it in just a little bit. The priest, only 6 gold points to train. The ranger still needs 810. The thief, 196. And the wizard, 234. Okay. We'll bop in and out of Pelnor. Give everybody shares. Save the game. All right. So here's the point where I say it's Friday, and I don't have all that much to do, and I don't know that anybody will notice if I take a long lunch. Let me check my email real quick, and if nothing has happened, we can probably go for a little while longer, because I'm having a good deal of fun. Okay. Yep. Nothing really going. So, reposition the mic. Let's see if we can't gain another level for everybody. So, game save. Exit town. Okay, so I think we need at least 400 before we go back. Okay, drip slams. Okay, so there's 75. Mr. Ed is on watch. Okay, because we only have a couple people. We'll have Nilram start casting spell 5. All right. $53, so that's 125 XP. I don't think anybody was... Okay, game. Okay. We'll head back to town then. Yep. Everybody can have a share. And we'll go sleep at the inn. So, can Mr. Ed get any new spells? You can learn 3 more spells, 16 gold pieces each. For each, try to learn a spell. Possible spells, 21, 29, 51, and 53. Okay. So, the spell table, 21 is Confusion. 29 is Binding. That could be useful. 51 is Awaken. Yes, please. And 53 is Vision. So let's try and get 51. We need to go to the bank. And Mr. Ed can withdraw all of their money. Quit. And exit. Spells for Mr. Ed. We really want to learn 51. You learned. Okay. Which one was Binding? 29. You failed. 29. You learned. Okay. Now Nilrim. What can we learn? Only spell 9. Quickness. Yeah, let's try it. You learned. Okay. You cannot learn anymore. So, deposit. Okay. All right. That's messed up, but okay. Save the game. So we still are looking for like 275 experience points before we come back and try and level people. Here we go. Wander across the plains and into the forest. At least we don't have to manage food in this one. Night encounter. Mr. Ed is on watch, which is nice because he can cast Awaken, which again is 51. So fight. Mr. Ed, spell 51. And Pixitalic is just an attack. All right, go on fighting. Just some Bantiers, so we shouldn't really have a problem. Go on fighting. All right. Don't need to be casting any magic with just one band here. Okay, 122 XP, so one more encounter. Only 4 giant ants. Back again. How's it going? It's going pretty well. I think we're about to get the XP we needed to check to see if people can level up. So let's head back to town. You spot sleeping monsters. Leave them? Yes. The town. Enter? Yes. Everybody can have a share. So we'll need to withdraw some money. $373 more. 73 more. 507 more. 493 more. Yes. And yes. Okay, so can the thief learn any spells? No. Can the wizard? 13 and 41. So 13 is strength 1 and 41 is charm. Well, let's learn 41. You learned. 13. You learned. Okay. So again, 21 is confusion. And 53 is vision. Oh, can't learn anymore. And the ranger? Nope. Okay. Your score is 4. I was so surprised and delighted to see this was made in 1985, the year that Il Cornuto was born. That's cool. All right, that redistributes the gold, and we game save. And let's go for one more round. Oh yeah, health. How are we doing? We should probably visit the inn. All right, then. An encounter, 2 Bantiers. Well, that's dumb. All of a sudden, these guys are difficult. Hey, it's oh my god, ponies! How's this game gonna have artwork like that and then be 8-bit, right? It is nice. It is really, really nice. The the whole aesthetic of this game is light years past the Apple version of the same that we were playing. I mean, it's clearly an old RPG, but it has oh so much charm. A night encounter with Strider on watch. Okay. So we want some attacks and spell 5. Only 35 XP for that though, so we will keep adventuring. How are you doing this fine day, ponies? Apparently, part of us can stick into the sea. Good, yourself? I am doing well, thanks. I probably need to go back to town and save the game after this fight. But other than that, okay, we got some awakenings. Let's fight. Spells, cast 5, and then go on fighting. Okay. Do all of that again. Excellent. 49 experience. We'll head back to town. Give everybody 1 share. And save the game. So, sorry to do this so soon after your first chat message, ponies, but that's about all the time I have for this lunchtime session of SSI Quest today. Let me check real quick and see if there's anybody that I want to throw a raid to. It doesn't look like it. You had fun? Well, I'm glad. We're going to be playing this game for a while because I've decided I want to try a full playthrough of it. See you, Aaron. Everybody else, Blue, I'm awful glad you showed up. And everybody else as well. And I will catch you next time. We're going to be playing Phantasie maybe overnight or on the weekend at some point. But the next scheduled Phantasie stream will be next Tuesday at lunchtime. And we'll keep going because I'm having a fascinatingly good time with this. See y'all.